This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Nat, we had a massive show today.
So busy.
Yes.
Ursula Carlson, great guest.
She's great, yeah.
So funny. We find out about her athletic career.
Yeah, that was pretty
a
funny,
surprise.
actually.
Footballers.
Yeah, we had the governor live from Denmark.
Yes.
Come international. That's right.
No, down south, not Scandinavia. Wrong one.
Righto.
Jordan Clark.
Jordan Clark, he was actually in the studio.
He was indeed. We talked about some big issues like, Sean, there's a bit of a project going on at your place.
Yeah, and sometimes it looks so much easier on TikTok, so we talk about that. What about fleeing
For your life.
crisis, Nat?
I know. We take some full-on calls.
They're great.
Wait till you hear from Teddy what Teddy had to flee from, because it was next level.
Yeah, big time, big time. You'll enjoy this one.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean on Nova 937.
It's 6:05, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday and Voice Watch.
Yeah, you're holding on, Nat.
It's by a thread. I don't know. I thought it would be starting to get better now. And
You're holding on.
It's not so bad first thing, but by the end of the show, it starts to get a little bit
Starting to wane.
flaky.
Yeah. And then, of course, she does her 1-800 number and things get a bit loose then, of course. And can I just
What are
say
you
this
wearing?
morning, what are you wearing? Describe
What am I
everybody
wearing?
what you're wearing today. You look flash as a rat with a gold tooth.
I'm wearing jeans. Oh, you're talking about the jacket.
Yeah.
It is
No top.
a faux fur little number. It keeps
Lovely.
me warm,
Lovely.
toasty. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
I thought you
isn't it?
might have got it from a Russian
No, I've had this for ages.
oligarch. Is that
Oligarch.
Oligarch?
I just
On your tour.
fell into one on a Greek island and said,
Wow.
can I have your jacket? Because we're
Funny things have happened.
42 degrees for a jacket. It is very faux, everybody, very faux fur. No real fur in my house.
Good on you,
Other
Nat.
than on my dog. So, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Do you want to touch it?
Absolutely.
Don't touch it.
What about your jacket?
Keep your filthy hands to yourself.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Bit of drama yesterday. This time yesterday, we were talking about how there'd been an earthquake in Wild Catcham that was
Yeah.
a 4.8 magnitude, and our producer Amy had felt it, and we're like, oh, that's a bit dramatic.
Yeah, it was. She thought her wardrobe was falling down or something along those lines. But spare a thought for the 8.8 magnitude earthquake that took place off the eastern cape of Russia.
Yes, the Kamchatka Peninsula.
But then it's affected. Can you go through the countries now?
So-
Because then there was warnings out for the rest of the world, pretty much,
That's
particularly
exactly
the Pacific.
right. So the entire Pacific were on a tsunami watch. Here are that. So I subscribe to the Smart Traveller daily updates, and these were the countries that they issued tsunami warnings for: Philippines, Canada, French Polynesia, New Caledonia, New Zealand, which is a little tiny island, Palau, Marshall Islands. Guam, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Fiji, Federated States of Micronesia, Solomon Islands, Cook Islands, Tonga, Vanuatu, USA, Japan.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it just?
Because we all remember back what happened in Thailand, and in
Yes.
particular Phuket, and everything got
Yeah,
just...
Thailand, Sri Lanka, Indonesia. There was
Banda Aceh.
Yes,
Never knew that place existed until the devastation that took place there, and the
parts of
amount
India
of
as
people
well.
that lost their lives.
Yeah, so we know what can happen, and it's to do, if there's a tsunami, it's to do with the depth. Apparently, I don't know. I'm no seismologist.
Yeah, and it was quite shallow where this took place. It
Yes.
was 20 kilometres down.
Yeah.
And that's it was able to gather momentum.
Yeah.
The surge of water, and they were thinking this is going to be devastating.
Yes, so it's good that they got on the front foot. I follow an American comedian no one's ever heard of, but she happened to be in Hawaii on holidays, and she posted, this is the tsunami warning that you hear if you're telling you, and so I guess if you know what it is, we've got to get to higher ground. Have a listen to this noise.
It's just
That's an
continuous.
alarm, just a continuous high-pitched noise. So that, if that doesn't cause panic, I don't know what
Imagine the
would.
dogs.
You'd want to know what that means, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't know if I'd know if that was going on, if there was an air raid or
Yes.
tsunami in
Presumably,
this case, earthquake.
You're getting text message notifications as well. I assume that's the case. But I can't think of anything more terrifying. Then, of course, everybody's trying to get to higher ground. She said that they had a car, they got to higher ground, and then they couldn't go back to the hotel. So a local just took them in for the night.
Oh,
Isn't
that's
that
nice. They
amazing?
just slept at someone's house.
Yeah, just a random.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there was a lot of cruise ships in the harbour in
course.
Hawaii at the time, and there was a lot of footage you might have seen of people running to the cruise ship to get back on board.
Yeah.
And there's some of the vision that's showing this. There's a lot of old cats on there.
Yeah, of course.
And they're not exactly bloody sprinting.
I thought it was
sprinting to
intense
the
getting
boat.
onto a Greek ferry, but this was next level. This is next level because they want to get out of that port because if that wave hits while they're in port, it could be catastrophic.
At this stage, we haven't seen that there's been...
No, there's a little bit of inundation in a couple of places we saw on the news earlier, but nothing... It could have been catastrophic and it hasn't been, which is great.
But you don't know. When you hear that siren going off, you're just fleeing for your life at that stage because you know it's serious. I want to throw it out there. I know it's early this morning, but has anybody been in a situation where they were fleeing?
Yes.
They heard a noise or there was something that was happening in a place that they were at and they were just
yelling,
running
saying,
for
get out, get out, get out. And it could be because, I this is a real downer, but I've had friends that were in Vegas when that massive shooting happened and nobody knew what was happening. You don't know if there's still a live shooter. And so you're... just running, not really knowing where you're going.
Yep.
Where do you know is safe in that circumstance? When there's bushfires as well, and you're evacuated to the beach, say, and just sitting there watching going, that's getting very close now.
I got to say, when the Bali bombings took place, I was fleeing. I was running down the street away from them.
So you knew where it had happened and then you just...
I knew it was coming because the wave of dust and smoke and
it's coming towards
debris was coming at us like
in the movies.
Yeah, just like a sheet of stuff in the air.
So you turn around and bolted.
I'm bolting.
There's other people doing the same thing.
Absolutely. A lot of Balinese people at the time, though, they were like, nah, take it easy, just calm down. It's all good. But it wasn't.
Lucky you're a fast runner.
Oh, mate. Incredible. I never moved so quick in my life.
I
but
bet.
fleeing for your life and fleeing from a situation, you don't know what's happening around you.
No. We want to know, did you have to flee for your life? And what was it? What were you running from? Was it a tsunami? Was it a bushfire? Was it a bomb going off?
Absolutely.
Or was it just a baddie?
Yeah.
Renee's going to kick us off. Hello, Renee.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Great,
Good, Renee.
What did you have to flee from?
We were just over in California when the big fire went down the Palisades. So we were on holiday driving around. We just sort of left Hollywood.
Yeah.
We actually went up to see the Hollywood sign that night, or that morning, and we were noticing it was really smoky, and we were like, oh, I wonder what's going on, and really, really windy. And then it wasn't until we drove down through Beverly Hills and onto into Santa Monica that we sort of noticed a bit more. And it was really smoky and really, really windy. We walked out to the Santa Monica Pier, and then that exact sound that you just played, that went on, and you sort of looked over to our right, and it was just a fire and a smoky mountain, and it was just everywhere. So
that was terrifying.
That was so bad, Renee. What happened to you guys? What did you do?
That was the start of it. We, for whatever reason, that was the only night we didn't have accommodation booked. So it was really bizarre. But anyway, we sort of were getting alerts and things, and then we started talking to a few locals, and then we were at lunch, and we had a few people were eating, and they were saying, oh, we've just been evacuated, we're out of here, we're doing this, we're trying to find accommodation. And then we sort of went, oh, shit, we better sort of look into this. So we sort of made a few inquiries at some hotels. They were already booked out from people fleeing. And at that time it was too late to leave, to try to go either under or around because it was all blocked off because of the... and that's what we were trying to do. We wanted to go down and through Malibu, and we couldn't. So we managed to find a hotel for the evening. And again, you could... there were just all the residents coming in and trying to get away.
Yeah, of course. And
by that time, it was just dark, really, really early because of all the smoke. You could see the flames, so we managed to get a hotel. We managed to stay the night. We got out really early and went up, right up and around the top of it, and we managed to get away. And we weren't thankfully, it didn't affect us, or we didn't get involved, but it was it was full on.
You must have been so scared when you heard that siren going off and just be like, far out.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were walking down the pier sort of going, oh, cool, we're in Santa Monica, and then next minute, we're getting all these buzzes on our phone and this noise, and we're like, what's going on? And we're all sort of looking around, and then we're like, oh, shit, The
Yeah.
size of it is, it was massive.
Yeah, that's hectic.
grim. Thanks,
That's
Renee.
hectic.
Glad you made it out. Teddy's in Lakelands. Hi, Teddy.
Hey, how are you?
Good, Teddy.
Good, buddy. Okay, talk us through. What did you have to flee from?
I had to flee from a madman with a gun.
Oh, my
Whoa,
God.
this is
Teddy.
hectic.
What happened?
So about 20-odd years ago, a good friend of mine, she moved to Melbourne. She was dating a member of a certain motorcycle gang. She just met. And she was over there for a few months, and she was a bit bored, didn't know anyone over there. So she flew me over there to spend a few days there.
Yep.
And while I was there, they didn't appreciate me too much. They thought that we were more than brother and sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thought that we were together, which has never been the case. So they invited me around to the clubhouse one night. I didn't have any reason to think much of it. I went around there for a few drinks.
Oh.
And I walked into this room, and there's a guy standing there with a shotgun pointed at me.
Oh,
Teddy.
Yeah. He said a few words to me, confronted me, tried to ask if we were together, and I've denied it, obviously. It's not true. There was a little noise, and he sort of got distracted. He turned his head a little bit. At that moment, I just turned and jumped straight through a closed window with a bullet whizzing straight past my head.
Oh, my
God, Teddy.
Yeah. I ran and hid, and I sat behind a 24-hour pokey place. And I called my mum in Perth, and she called the airline and pretended that there was some death in the family so I could get straight back on a plane and get home.
Oh, my God. Hey, by the way, was that noise that saved you? Was that coming out of your ass at the time? Because I would have been shitting myself.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
That is hectic, Teddy. Absolutely
I've never been
hectic.
to Melbourne since.
No, I would stay out of the entire state of Victoria if I was you.
Did you, when you got back, did you have a conversation with the cops at the time, and were you worried
No,
that
you're not going to
someone's
involve the cops. Are you
No,
serious?
definitely
you
not,
looking
yeah.
protection, are you?
They're already mad at him.
Yeah, no, look, I just stayed off the radar for as long as I could.
I just hope
And
they
now
all
you're
disappear.
telling it on the radio. Good luck, Teddy. It's been nice knowing you. Thanks, buddy.
Teddy, that's
Great
hectic.
sale. Althea's in Clarkson. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Althea.
How are you guys?
What did you have to flee from?
Well, back in 91 when I went to visit my family in Croatia, it was just before, I should say, it's when the war erupted.
Yes. Yep.
Because it went to Slovenia and then it came to Croatia. And anyway, I was staying with my auntie and uncle, and they were on the 8th floor in the apartment. And anyway, the air raid came on. So there was a few days of this happening, and like, oh my God, it's all intense and everything. The air raid came on, and we had to flee from the 8th floor down into the basement, and then we heard a little bit of that boom, boom, all that sort of stuff.
Whoa.
Gone back upstairs again, downstairs again, upstairs, downstairs. Anyway, one night, air raid comes on again, and we kind of thought, oh, this is just so boring going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
My uncle was in the war at the time, and he said, he rang and he goes, what are you doing in the apartment? You've got to be downstairs in the basement. And I'm like, what's happening? He goes, quick, get down there. And he just all erupted. And not soon after, like, we were fleeing. And, of course, we went down in the basement, and we were down in the basement, and we just heard this great big boom, like the whole building shook and everything else. And later we found out that 2 buildings next to us, the top floors got blown up with a rocket.
God. Yeah,
I
and
know, it was really intense. So it lives with me till this day today. It's amazing. So
isn't it amazing? Like, we think about back then, 91, when all the war that war broke out, Yugoslavia just dismantled in that time. And these days, everyone talks about going on Croatia on holidays.
that's
and
right.
It's one of the most beautiful places you could ever go to.
Well, the Winter Olympics had been held in Sarajevo just a few years earlier. And you're like,
and then that happens.
Yeah, and then the whole area just fell apart. Extraordinary. Thank you, Althea. Great stories, everybody.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Toasty Thursdays.
Toasted, nicely toasted.
Nathan, Nat and Sean are all about tradition. Dolsonia has been using the same secret recipes since 1949. Good on ya, Dolsonia.
As if Thursday wasn't already a great day. It's now Toasty Thursday, Sean. We love that.
It's amazing. Someone's going to win themselves, $200 thanks to Dolsonia, and go in the running for $5,000 cash. That is amazing.
I know. Well, we're about to meet our first Toasty chef. That is Natasha from Brigadoon. Good morning, Tash.
Good morning.
Okay, Tash, we haven't yet had a look at the toasty that you sent the recipe in for, so can you talk us through it?
Okay, so this was one that my father particularly liked.
Yeah.
It has usually a big slab of silverside that's usually been left over from the night before.
Yes.
And then it has some chia cheese, and he was always very particular about his cheese, and this was back in the day when it may have had a different name.
Yes, we're familiar. Yes.
Yeah.
Then some onion. I've probably changed it up a bit. Dad would have been a traditional white onion
Yes.
aficionado, and then it has some golden syrup on it.
Wait. Corned beef, onion,
I say that works.
and cheese.
Yeah, that works. Because there's a red onion you used in this one, Tash.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, that works.
And the golden syrup had to be touching onto the cheese side of it.
Right. Natalie is not
I'm
on
dubious.
board. Would you suggest that a silver side with the onion and the cheese would go with a mustard?
Yes, but I'm not also a massive Silverside fan, so it's going to take a bit to get me across
No, but
the
our
line.
parents didn't have any money. That's all we could eat.
But I've got an open mind, so let's taste this thing. All right, Tash.
Golden syrup.
Well, Tash, good news.
Okay,
You've
that's
already
a
won a
sugary taste.
$200 Dorsonia voucher, okay?
Oh, thank you.
I know, that's
But
beautiful.
That's great. My kids will love it. But, Nat, what my father's theory was, you could never say yuck until you had tried something.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I do
like
hear
that.
what you're saying. Okay.
Smells all right. Give it a go.
So does it have the golden syrup on it now? It does.
It's not bad.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, you make loaves of these, wouldn't you, Tash?
Yes, definitely.
What I like is that slightly different to your recipe. It's not a slab of Silverside. It's a thin slice. Yep. And I think that helps. That helps me get it across the line. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's definitely not bad.
Yeah,
Definitely
this is a solid start.
It's a good start.
Sorry to everybody for eating and talking.
Righto, $200 thanks to Dorsonia coming your way to kick things off, and you go in the running for the
And
$5,000.
currently, you're at number one on the leaderboard for that $5,000 at the end of it, Tash.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Hopefully I'll stay there.
That's right. So,
Hey, Tash, are you big on the bread that you use when you're doing these toasties, or any old white bread will do?
Dad was just the straight white bread.
Yeah. He keeps
he
it
was
simple,
a straight white dad who ate straight white bread.
Yes.
Tash, thank you so much for being our very first Toasty Thursday inspo. Beautiful work. Better and like, you're right. I shouldn't have said yuck until I'd given it a go because it's actually pretty good. All right. Thank you, Tash. If you think you can beat Tash's recipe, hit up the Nova Player or our website, submit your recipe, and we could be tasting it next Thursday.
Absolutely.
I think we can chalk
Golden syrup.
our first Toasty Thursday up as a success.
Well done.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hey, Nat, a couple of days ago, it was actually Friday, my wife showed me something that she saw on TikTok that she thought she would get stuck into and add to our house.
So a home project.
A home project, yeah. Anyway, I was hoping that this was just something that was just passing.
And that she might get distracted and learn to dance instead.
100%. Anyway, yesterday I got home and she's bought these big panels that how to describe them, like wood cladding. They look like wood cladding. And she's seen it on TikTok, as I said, and so picture just a plain wall, which we've got at our house with a TV mounted on it.
Yes.
And you put this wood cladding kind of behind it and it makes it pop and it's soundproof and it does all this stuff.
So
and it looks amazing.
Add an extra layer. It looks like your TV sitting on, it almost frames the TV, essentially.
Yeah, big time.
Yes.
Big time.
Okay, great. That sounds like it'll look great.
Yes. So she
was going to do this?
And she bought this stuff and she came to me and she said, "You need to help me." And I went, "I'm incapable of doing any handyman stuff, as you know."
That is not him just trying to get out of it. He is incapable.
I was also trying to get out of it. But the one thing you had to do was, so you bought these big panels, and I reckon they're about 3 meters long, okay?
Oh, that's
3
massive.
meters long, and you had to make cuts in them.
Yes.
On TikTok, it's as simple as getting a saw that you would you would saw some wood that everyone has in the backyard, apparently.
Yes.
And then you just cut along a line, and that's it. And I was thinking, if you paid so much money for these panels each, I think they're like $500 or something, then there's no way you can make a mistake.
No, that's true. That's true. But also, there's no way either of you could do that properly because you're incapable.
Well, this Sean sitting right next to you is incapable.
No, I know.
So
that's when I say you. I mean you.
Anyway, Megan's always having a dip at me because I'm not having a go at it, and I'll refuse to touch it
you're
because
good
I
at
don't
other
want to make
things.
it. Yeah.
I'm not sure what
We're
they
yet
are,
to
but
find
you
out
are
what
good at
that
them.
is. So I said, why don't you go next door, Mark? He's an engineer. He's got all the tools in the world. He's got all that stuff, and I'm sure he's got all the saws in the world to be able to do this.
He's got all the gear and all the idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So I normally Megan wouldn't take me up on this, but yes, she walks next door and she said, help me carry these over because Mark said he will help me out. So we go over there and Mark had a guest over and they were both sitting there having a discussion about what they were going to do with these panels and how they were going to work around the TV.
Did they watch the TikTok?
Yes, Megan showed them the TikTok. So the TikTok showed if you just make a cut with a normal saw that you would find in the backyard, backyard type of stuff.
Yeah, your basic saw. Yeah.
And then you put some no more gaps on the back of it or something.
Yeah, like a adhesive of some sort.
And then you just put it on the wall. That was it. So they come over and had a look and they said, this is impossible. This is not going to happen that way at all. This is going to take a whole lot of work. There's got to be all these cuts made, blah, blah, blah. With all that being said, I went to East Mantle Oval and I'm out of here. And
so you just go and run some laps so you didn't have to be a part of that conversation.
And when I came back, I was just hoping that I'd be there, right? And I came back later and Mark's in our bedroom and he's made all these cuts.
Hang on, wait. What's he doing in your bedroom?
Just sizing up he's tall, he's sizing up the size of my bed, obviously. Now he was
like I've got a new husband.
Cuts and all this stuff's happening and he was working really hard and he just said it was never ever going to be this simple.
So Megan thought you just cut it and stick it on the wall, and he's like, absolutely not. It's too heavy. It's going to pull the plaster off. It's going to you actually need to use some sort of fastener, stud finder.
It sounds like that's just all the stuff that's happening. In fact, he's coming over this morning to finish off that, and that's one part of it.
Oh, to finish off what?
Exactly. Julie, you might want to come over with your husband, just in case.
Keep an eye on him. Look, it is. I would suggest it is never as simple as TikTok makes it look. And because the people on TikTok, first of all, they have the requisite skills.
Yeah,
that's the reason they're making videos of this stuff. They know what they're doing. But also, like the actual base products are different. They're not going to Bunnings. They're probably American, right?
Yeah.
So they've got some other things, probably much lighter, and you probably can just stick it to the wall. It's probably made of contact. But Megan's just gone, I'll go and find something that looks a bit like that at Bunnings.
It's easy. 15 seconds, you can watch it on TikTok, and that's it. It's done.
Look, we want to know, 13 24 10, because I get fed these videos all the time, both on Instagram, TikTok. You might have looked up something on YouTube and gone, it's really easy to do that. A lot of stripping furniture and repairing furniture I see all the time. For some reason, the algorithm thinks that that's what I'm going to do with my spare time. And so I'm like, it is. Like these people just go and find an incredible bedside table on their side of the road and then strip it back and use some sort of polish and all this sort of stuff. And I know that I would attempt that, and then it would be a half-finished project, just with some dirty old sandpaper, and I'd be going, it's too hard. Put it back on the verge next time it's collection time.
Yeah, you would.
We want to know, did you take on a project? Because you saw it on the socials. You saw a little video on TikTok. You saw a little video on Instagram and went, that's easy. And then you discovered it's nowhere near that simple.
Yep.
Alex is in Carnup. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, guys.
Morning, Alex.
Alex, are you the sort of person who sees something on the TikTok and thinks, I can do that?
Yeah, but also what I see in maybe a nice boutique hotel room.
Okay. Talk us through it. Yeah.
So my husband and I went down south to a place in Pempton because it's our favourite place to go, and there's a really nice little chalet place. And in this chalet, they have limestone-cladded walls, amongst all the greenery, and it just looks stunning. And it's very similar to the style that I'm going for in my house.
Yeah.
And I said, well, we should really have this. And he's like, it's kind of like tiling, and he's worked in construction and he's built limestone walls around our house for us before. So he's like, okay, we'll give it a go. It should be good. It's pretty easy. It's really not. And it's worse than flat packs in a marriage.
Oh, really?
Okay, so what's the sticking point? What makes it difficult?
Well, concrete and limestone on a wall that's already plastered.
Yeah,
and then trying to take the plaster off.
Oh.
And then, it's been about 5 years, and my wall still is missing plaster and has bits of limestone patched to it, and we do every other job in the house to avoid it.
So now you've just turned a blind eye to this monstrosity of a wall and just and just pretend that's not happening?
Pretty much. just like, can I hang a curtain maybe?
That's what I'd do.
It was absolutely horrendous, and I think it turned out that he actually needs to just build this wall out of limestone.
Yeah, right. So you need to. It needs to be limestone from the very outset, not try and clad an existing wall.
It's just a reminder of
your failure.
It looks simple,
but Alex, you had a vision. That's
important.
Yeah,
it was like this beautiful limestone amongst greenery and wood and things like that, and I thought,
sounds gorgeous.
I love that. It's great.
It's a fail. It's a massive fail.
That's a big fail.
Yeah, and your husband will never forgive you, I'm guessing.
No, but he will do all the other jobs anytime I bring up this one wall. I'm like, maybe we should fix it this weekend.
Okay. So if you want something else done, you bring up the wall and then he does the other thing.
Pretty much.
Yes, mate.
Oh, he's a great husband.
Yeah, he is a good husband. Imagine a husband that does stuff.
Bloody hell, mate. It's emasculating, but, that's why I leave the house.
It's fanciful, isn't it?
Come back and it's already done.
But you can kick a footy.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The wonderful Ursula Carlson is headed our way with her You Don't Say Australian tour. She'll hit our shores at the end of August, and we've got her on the phone now.
Morning, Ursula.
Hi, how are you?
We're wonderful.
Great. We're excited that you're coming to Perth again.
I know. I'm so pumped. I can't wait.
The venue that we know it as Challenge Stadium. That's what everybody has always known it as. And now it's called the High Performance Centre, which sounds so fancy, Ursula. We're expecting a high performance.
Listen, for an elite athlete like myself, it's the only place I'm willing to perform these days.
So we get to see you and some of the WA Institute of Sport athletes getting around the hallways. This is good. This is good, actually. What a perfect combination.
Yeah, honestly.
Did you ever play any sport, Ursh? Were you, as a kid, were you sporty?
I did.
Yes.
I just thought this morning, because I think my record in shot put when I was 7 in primary school is still standing. It was 6 metres. 6.01 metres. It was pretty incredible back then.
That's pretty decent for a 7-year-old.
That's great.
Yeah, so I did shot put and discus, all the short, fat girl sports. And then, no offence to skinny ones doing that sport. And then I did it's korfball. It's like netball, but with more rules.
Yes.
And I did that right through school and after school for club. And then I played provincial mixed indoor cricket.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love indoor cricket. Like that ball is just zipping around so
fast.
quickly. You're bouncing off the net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. I even umpired for like 2 years. I love it so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was your strength, batting or bowling?
Batting. I'm a terrible bowler.
Yeah. You can't be good at everything,
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, look, I'm already good looking, smart, and great at cricket.
Yes.
So, it would be unfair.
It's too good.
Hey, Ursula, you need to be an Olympic athlete to get through this tour, because I think you're doing the UK after doing Australia and all the states and stuff like that, and Ireland as well. Yeah. So and New Zealand. So I was looking at, is there like around 34, 35 shows you're doing? Or is it more?
It's more because the ones that I've already done is no longer on the list.
Oh.
So I mean, I started in Melbourne with 10 shows, and then it just kind of. I feel like I've already done 140. I know that's not true, but let's go with that.
Feels like it. Yeah.
And I've already done North America, and now I'm starting with Aussie, and like I say, then heading over to the UK. But someone said to me the other day, "You must be exhausted," and I'm like, "No, because." I feel like every show that I do gives me a little bit more energy, and because I love it so much. Like I just did 3 shows in Adelaide, sold out, and I was so hyped by the time I got there because I knew that all the shows are sold out there, and people are ready for the shows, and I was. I'm just so pumped doing it. And I'm not working 15 hours in advertising anymore. I'm doing an hour and a half show. Yeah. I'm all right.
And there's no Beyonce choreography, is there? Or is there?
No. You must be exhausted. I go, how do you get to that? Because when I fly, I just sit and they bring me snacks, and then I get to the venues and everyone's really nice to me and they bring me snacks. And then I do the show, and afterwards my tour manager goes, do you want a snack? And I'm like, all I'm doing is travelling, snacking and talking smack for an hour and a half.
Well, you are an athlete, so you're always looking.
Snacking and smacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
adding the carbs in.
hydrated too, so I try my best.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, of course, how did you go on your North American tour? Because you're you're a proper movie star
Definitely.
now. So the great reception over there?
Yeah, they were so good. I did Canada and America, and everything sold out except for the second San Francisco show. And honestly, I had the best time. And everywhere we went, we'd sort of leave, and then the next day there'd be some drama, like a riot or whatever. But then we're gone already. So
that's right. You just left it in your wake. There was just absolute mayhem.
Yeah.
But while you're there, it's fine.
Yeah. No, I honestly had the best time. And then people go, even when I went to Texas, I did 2 shows in Texas. And people in other states, I said to them in Chicago, I just did a show in Texas. And they go, why?
Yes.
And I went, hey, simmer down. Listen, I had the best time. I'm not a political commentator.
Yes.
I just go over, do the show. My job is to make you laugh for an hour and a half, and then I leave.
Yeah.
And everyone had a good time, and so did I. So, no, it was great.
Hey, we're talking about the movie Kind of Pregnant, which we talked to you about doing it ages ago. But now, are you mates with Amy Schumer and some of the cast and that? And were you friends with them before?
I mean, in a way, because we would chat. Like Amy and I have been talking since 2020.
Yeah.
But now we're on we're on a chat group, and we talk every single day since the movie.
Wow.
Amy, Gillian Bell, all of them, Brianna Howie. Brianna Howie is from Ginny and Georgia fame, and he's got other stuff too. But when I met her husband in New York after the Lakers next game at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know it was her husband, and then him and I bonded so hard that now we talk more than her and I.
Cutting a grass. That's amazing.
I have this weird gift of bonding harder with the partners than I do with the people that I work with. And so, him and I chat all the time.
Ursula, with the movie stuff and TV stuff in particular, we've had the chance to do bits and pieces. One thing that frustrates me is doing stuff over and over, because if you're doing radio or you're doing your stand-up, you said and it's live and it continues.
And you move on, But when you're when you're filming something
and
they
it takes forever.
They say, that was great. Can you just do it again? And you're like...
Yeah.
Do you have patience to go through that?
And they go, okay, we're going to change the cameras, and then we do it all again 20 times. I don't actually mind that, because with Kind of Pregnant, we ad-libbed so much that basically no 2 takes were the same, and we were just cracking each other up, so that was really good fun. I think the thing that I don't like about filming anything is other people get a say on, what is funny.
Yeah.
So sometimes I remember doing a TV show in New Zealand, and then the producer would come in and go, hey, let's not talk about that. Let's not banter between each other. And I'd say to him, oh, so you mean strip out the funny stuff?
Yes.
Because people don't watch, let's face it, you don't watch Have You Been Paying Attention because you're interested in what happened to the news that week.
No, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's the funny thing, and that's the thing. And when you can't rehearse, you can't, that stuff is just natural, and I think, off topic, but that's the success of Have You Been Paying Attention Australia, is the fact that everyone gets on and everyone likes to take the mickey out of each other.
And you do beautifully. Yeah, you're very good on that show too. Jeez, you're good at everything. Shot put.
What do you do?
Comedy. It's an outrage.
Discus, cricket, full on.
Yeah. Just bowling.
Yeah, exactly. So you're coming to town. You're doing 3 shows. 2 of them already sold out. You added an early show on Saturday, the 30th of August. So tickets are selling fast. If you do want to go see Urge, and she's every year she's the highest selling act at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. She just kills it. You are so good at what you do, Urge. You know that when you say, I just want to make people laugh for an hour and a half, you do. And also for beyond that, because they chuckle all the way home as well. So we love your work, Urge. livenation.com.au. Snatch those last few tickets up for that early show on Saturday, the 30th of August. Go and see her at what we know as Challenge Stadium, but these days is the High Performance Centre. Ursula Carlson, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks, team. I'll make sure to bring my sweatband.
I want to see you on stage with this.
Yeah, she Ursula Carlson.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
All right, guess what? Tanya from Harrisdale has just popped herself onto the list to go and see Ed Sheeran live in Sweden. Hi, Tanya.
Hello, how are you?
you?
Great,
And-
Tan. This is so exciting for you.
Yes.
Sweden. Ed Sheeran.
Very,
Unbelievable.
Very exciting.
Have you been to Stockholm before?
Oh, absolutely not, but I would love to go.
I've just been Googling some things that you can do in Stockholm.
Okay.
'Cause, I was there a few years ago and I forgot what I did. The ABBA Museum, that's a big one.
Oh, yeah, of
'Cause
course. You'd have to.
Sweden, the home of ABBA. There's a museum called the Vasa Museum. Now, you go, it's a ship, right? It's an old ship. Mm-hmm. It's actually so good. It's so good. Another listener messaged me when I was there and said, you need to go and see this. So the Vasa was a ship so they built it and the king wanted a ship really fast. And so they built it really fast and then it sunk immediately. So they launched it. It went about 100 metres and sunk to the bottom of the harbour. And then they left it there for like 300 years and then they dug the whole thing up again. And
serious?
it's in this museum. Yeah, it's actually amazing. It looks like a Pirate
They
of the
make it out of
Caribbean
tissue
ship.
paper.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was too heavy. It was top heavy and it just plummets
Did they?
to the bottom of the harbour. Yeah, but it's really worth seeing if you're ever in Stockholm. That's
Okay.
my tip. And hopefully, Tanya, you'll be in Stockholm.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much.
I know.
Yeah, cool.
So keep your phone handy on Friday, the 15th of August. Only a couple of weeks away. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel could be calling you back to hook you up with flights, accommodation, spending money and tickets to see Ed Sheeran as well as that ship. All right? Good luck, Tanya.
Thank you so much.
Good times. Ed Sheeran's new album Play is out September 12th, featuring the new single Sapphire. You've heard Azizam as well.
Yes.
We've been playing that along the journey.
We have indeed. Well done.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast. Ready, set,
Nathan, Nat and Sean are all in for a good cause. This week, Domino's is donating part proceeds to Perth's Children's Hospital. Order in store, online or via the app.
Right now, we have $1,000 cash from Domino's. We're going to give you a category. If you can name 5 things that fit that category within 5 seconds, we'll give you the cash.
Claire's in Southern River. Claire, does that sound all right to you?
Let's hope so. Let's hope my brain's switched on this early.
Yeah.
No, this early. It's 5 to 9. Come on. What have you been doing all morning?
Mate, mine doesn't warm up till 5 to 5.
To be fair,
in
it
the
has
afternoon.
been a cold morning, so we'll cut you some slack there, Claire. Okay, we're about to give you a category, and then we will say go. Okay, your 5 seconds start from when we say go. Then your job is to give us 5 things, and they must fit the category. And our producer Amy is the judge on that, and she's harsh but fair. Okay, Claire.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, Claire, we need you to give us 5 things that bounce. Go.
Ball. Oh, my God. No.
Claire.
Claire, that was only
I
one.
guess you go to the different balls would have
Yes,
made, the
you could
tennis
have,
ball, the
tennis ball,
basketball.
or trampoline, yeah.
Trampoline.
Yeah, tyre. I know.
Nah, it's easy.
You live and learn. It's easy in retrospect.
Yeah, it is.
When you're on the spot, it's tough. Thanks for playing, Claire. We move on to Jessie from Thornley. Morning, Jessie.
Good morning.
Righto, Jesse, is $1,000 on the line here. So you
can
need
do
to
it, Jess.
name 5 types of cheese. Go.
Brie, blue, cheddar, jalapeno.
Time's up, I'm afraid. Oh,
Oh, thank you anyway.
you gave it
No,
a red
thank
hot
you.
crack. I mean, and now I'm hungry. Thank you, Jessie. We move on to Caroline in North Freo. Morning, Caroline.
Hello.
All right, Caroline, you feeling confident?
Look, we'll give it a go.
Okay.
That's the spirit. Okay, Caroline, we need you to name 5 items that you would find in a lady's handbag. Go.
Glasses, lipstick, phone, keys, wallet.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Caroline, you've scored $1,000 cash from Domino's.
Thank you so much.
Too easy. For
I know,
Caroline.
too easy. It would have been fun if you also said brie. Because we can't argue with having cheese in your handbag. I think that's a great idea.
When you've got kids, you probably would, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, our producer Amy's normally got a half-eaten apple in hers. Caroline, the $1,000 is all yours. What are you going to spend it on?
We've got my brother's visiting from Paris. We're all going down south for the weekend, so I think a really nice family lunch.
Whoa, Caroline, that's perfect.
That is perfect. All
Meant
right.
to be.
You have a brilliant time. Ready, Set, Joe is back again tomorrow. Another $1,000 on the line.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean. Podcast.
Tomorrow on the show, Caitlin Bassett will be joining us. Big netball game this Saturday night. It is the grand final, so we'll be previewing that. We're going to catch up with Sunday Ariang as well. The Fever have headed over already.
God,
we'll find out how they're going on the ground. Tomorrow we announce the school that we're headed to for Book Week, but also we have another massive announcement around Book Week that you can all get involved with. We're pretty excited about this.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah, no, we can't wait. We can't wait to tell you all about it.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.